I'm T, and this is From Prison to Reform, back again with some more food stamp nonsense for you guys. I hope you guys like this one, but before I start the video, please like and subscribe, turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss any more uploads from me. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Why do people in this country find it so easy and almost pride themselves on judging and literally hating on other people in this country for using food stamps? 1 in 3 people in this country use food stamps. People who work, people who are on disability, people who are disabled, people who take care of other people and stay at home taking care of that person. 1 in 3 people are on food stamps in this country. That's a lot of fucking people. Does it make you feel better? Does it put more food in your fridge? Does it put more food on your table to look down and judge people who are on food stamps? I mean, would you prefer people to just be hungry? Shouldn't people in this country be allowed food? Shouldn't we be allowed to eat? Shouldn't we be allowed to buy food? Feed our families, feed our children? Why are you so hateful? I myself, I don't mind at all that money from my paycheck goes towards other families so that they can purchase and eat food. I have no problem with that. I'm happy to help because I'm an American. I am a true patriot. I want everyone in this country to eat, no matter who you are. Some of you are so hateful and greedy, you'd rather people starve. You should really, really think about that.
Yo, I told you I'm going to document every part of my journey, and this is one of the sacrifices that I have to make sometimes that most people don't know and most people don't see. The last week or the last 10 days of the month, it really just be like all eating out. And I'm just showing y'all like this how it be. One of the things that I face, is just spending a lot of money on fast food. Right now, the sun ain't even up yet, right? I'm walking to the store right now, y'all. A lot of times people see this car in my house, but they don't know why. But this is the reason why I keep a car in my house, If you don't have a car, man, you gotta go get it. You gotta feed your family no matter what. But you won't go through them hard times for too long, As a man, you cannot make no excuses. You gotta go get it. Ain't nobody coming to save you. That just be a reminder to smile. It's a reason why God wanted me to start sharing my testimony, y'all. Somebody is watching this video smiling right now and getting that urge and that push to just keep on going. So basically, I just come here and I just get everything, like a bunch of freezer items, just to get the freezer food back up, because that's what they eat a lot, the freezer food. And half of the stuff that I'm about to buy is junk, it's garbage. As I showed y'all earlier in the month, I don't even like shopping like this, but I just have to for this period of my time. And I know that God will heal and turn everybody's taste buds at my house. Just look at all the ingredients, y'all.
Have a good day.
You have a blessing. Thank you. And this is why I keep that cart in my house, because while my car is down, if I ever have to run, they gonna get that cart back, y'all. I live up the street, so yeah, once I get my car back in order and stuff, I'm gonna walk their cart back down. It was 6 o'clock in the morning when I started walking, so I don't want to really wake nobody up out there asleep, because I know it's a lot of people that would take me. I know it's a lot of people that care about me, but it's just the more so principles of me just being a man and using what God gives me. If God gave me 2 feet, I'm gonna walk miles and miles and miles, and I'm gonna handle business. I'm not making no excuses. I don't like feeding my family like this. I don't like giving them junk, because half of the things I put in this cart is all junk. It's all processed food. So when I get to the point where I'm able to live comfortably, have all the things that I can that I need to make everything from scratch and stuff, for instance, making bread and stuff. I want to be able to make a loaf of bread from my house from scratch. Because that bread that I just picked up today got so many ingredients and chemicals that's not good for the body, you know? So eating healthy is very expensive, y'all. I know that one day I will be able to feed my family clean and feed them just things that nourish their body. Because one of the things is, when I have my car, like, I would have went to another store called Mom's Organic Market or Whole Foods, which is like a little bit more far out, and I would have got some items. But the thing about it is this, right? Like, just now I had like $100 budget, and you see how everything came to like 91. Now, if I would have went to Whole Foods and got like organic foods and stuff like that, I wouldn't have even got half of the food that I got here, you know? So that's why I keep fruits. I keep apples, oranges, bananas. I keep all those things in my house at all times because I want them to eat on that. Because once they eat this junk here, they need to detox their body. I know that one day God is going to bless me to the point where I'm going to be having like a bread maker. I'm going to have like a nice big juicer. I know it. I know that the life that I want for my kids, the life that I want for my family, is going to come. And I'm going to be able to be growing. I'm going to have my own farm, you know, my own farm with my own animals, big garden. Now, I'm telling y'all before it happens because I know what's going to happen. A lot of people don't see this part. A lot of people don't see the dark run and the grind and the sacrifices you got to make. And that's one of the reasons why, you know, I make sure that I record and show y'all every part of my journey and let y'all know my mind state. I know personally that this ain't going to be like this forever. You know, I know it's just a season, you know. So I want y'all to just stay blessed and just keep on going. One day, but you got to keep on moving. You can't stay stagnant. I don't make no excuses. My car is down. I don't make no excuses. I make it happen. Look, I just found a quarter. Thank you for this quarter. Look, this is a quarter to my laundry. You see what I'm saying? Blessings on blessings, right?
I'm sitting here freaking laughing at half of the freaking comments on my video that is now going viral. And this is the only viral video I've ever had since the video that I made in 2020 that went really viral when I left my youngest daughter's dad. Furthermore, people think that they know somebody's financial situation. You do not. Yes, I do work. I work my ass off to pay for my taxes as well. So guess what? It's my tax dollars that I'm also paying into for my own food stamps as well. My kids don't get a lot of this type of stuff and haven't for the last like 3-4 years since I became a single mom in 2020. And my kids were kind of sick of it and they asked me. They asked me to get certain things in the house so that way when I was gone, they could, one, make lunches, snacks, or even dinner when I'm not home. There are a lot of reasons why people get freaking food stamps. 1 is your income. 2 is, do you get any financial help from their dads? And 3 is your income to rent ratio. Also, food stamps, at least in my state, they do certifications every freaking 6 months. It's hilarious how people think that I'm sitting there banking in on this money on TikTok when I have only made maybe about $300 since starting TikTok in 2020. Honestly, y'all have no idea who I am and you have no idea my situation and my financial situation and the financial situation with my kids' dads. So don't be all salty just because I get food stamps and you don't. Like, my state is a higher rent paying state. I pay more out for all of my bills than for freaking food. Okay?
The same people who are agreeing with Tamara's ignorant husband are the same people who complain about eggs prices getting too high, but then show their grocery haul and all it is processed foods. And if you know that fresh foods or processed foods are more expensive, why would you expect people who already are strapped for cash to go out and get the more expensive items when you don't even get the most expensive items? You are also strapped for cash, you just don't qualify for food stamps. And that's your real irritation, isn't it? You're upset that you don't qualify for food stamps, and you're glad that someone who doesn't need food stamps because he's rich said what you were thinking. You don't want these people to have things that you don't have, but you are understanding, like everyone else is understanding, except for this man, because again, he has money, that fresh fruits, fresh groceries are going to become more expensive because you keep deporting all the people who actually pick those fresh foods. Consider this. If you and the people on food stamps, because they're no longer allowed to buy junk food, are both fighting for fresh produce because that's all they can get on their food stamps, what do you think is going to happen to the price of produce? Exactly, the price is going to go up because the eggs that are already expensive that you purchase from that gentrified food place are going to increase because now people who are on food stamps can only buy those items. So when you try to lose 10 pounds preparing for summer, you're going to have to now compete with the people who don't have a choice on getting those foods. So let's stop pretending that you guys actually care about these people's health. You're just more concerned at the fact that these people have something that you don't have.
Hey guys, since everybody was so upset that I used my food stamps for Starbucks, the reason why I went into Target was to get garlic to make homemade medicine for my son. Aren't you guys proud of me, you little taxpayers? So while you guys were at work clocking in to pay for my food stamps, what's wrong, Papa? I went and I bought unpeeled garlic because I'm gonna make homemade medicine for my baby with your tax dollars. How you make this is I got like a whole bunch of peeled garlic. I threw them in, and then I'm gonna cut up some red onion and throw that in as well. So then you cut up the onions like this. I did a whole bunch to fit in there. So now you have garlic, red onion. So next you're gonna get a raw and unfiltered honey. It's best to get like a local honey, but my farmer's market didn't have any local honey, so I got this one. But make sure it's raw and unfiltered, and you're gonna put all of this into here. There goes your tax dollars dripping over the edge. Oh, tell mommy, rainbow. And also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in some sea moss. I got this one from my local farmer's market, and I'm gonna take some of the sea moss and put it in there. And I'm just kind of gonna push the sea moss in there and mix it around with the honey. I'm gonna get more honey tomorrow and fill it up more. And then I'm gonna close it up. Look at that. I'm gonna add more honey when I get some tomorrow, but for right now, that's it. And then you let it sit and you give it to your kid or yourself every day, like a spoonful a day. And yeah, get healthy on food stamps, bitches.
Alright, I've been slacking on the food stamp tips, but here's tip number 7. Utilize your resources if you get approved. Even if you're approved for $23, you have unlocked so many other resources for yourself in areas where you can save money. Specifically on my last video when I told y'all to go apply in October, there are so many resources listed in that comment section. I am beyond grateful for those who have been sharing information in that comment section. Y'all need to go check it out. If you don't know the resources in your area, Google it, Chat GPT it, whatever you got to do. But you unlock so many resources when you get approved for food stamps.
I don't get food stamps, but I did just apply for them, and hopefully I get them. And when I do get them, I will tag you so that you can watch me go grocery shopping and see how much food I get, and it's gonna be awesome. And then I'm gonna make a video of making the food, and then you can watch me eat the food, and then you can still be mad, and then I'll be really happy because I have food stamps. So
here's the thing with food stamps cards, okay? Well, I explained my disability, and I explained what's wrong with me, and I explained that I lost my parents. They're not sympathetic over that stuff, and they only gave me $15 worth of food stamps card. So I'm lucky if I can get some almond milk, some 18 pack of eggs, and some bread with that. $15 ain't gonna do diddly jack. So I don't want to reapply to food stamps and get the same amount because it's not worth it. Why do all that paperwork? Why do all that mumbo jumbo if you're only gonna get $15? That is not enough to make a meal with.
Food stamps? Damn, hun, yes. Just tell everybody my damn business. I'm applying for food stamps, y'all. Okay, have a seat and fill this out. You're looking at about a 2-hour wait time. Them sorry son of a bitches ain't gonna prove me for nothing. Charlene, it is showing that you make about 2 cents over the income limit. I feel like you got a personal problem with me. No, you gonna have to recheck that shit. I'm telling you right now, I'm down to the last 2 end pieces of my bread. Let me just put some information in my computer real quick. We might be able to offer you a $25 emergency voucher to the Lowe's food. Let me look at my system one more time, okay? Hey, buddy, you applying for food stamps, you probably ain't gonna get approved, huh? Charlene, we might be able to offer you about $20 per month. $20? I can't trade that to shit. If you do go have a few more kids and come back and reapply, we might be able to get you approved for just a little more. If I go have a few more kids, I can get approved for food stamps. Now, we're not saying to go have more kids. You think I should quit my job and stuff? Would that get me approved? That's up to you. It sounds damn good. Was you gonna answer that phone or anything? No, that's just somebody wondering about the food stamp application.
Once I find a way to get these motherfucking food stamps, you bitches better not ask me for a slice of motherfucking bread. Cause y'all hoes been on food stamps for 10 plus years, and y'all see these motherfuckers out here trying to get on these food stamps. Y'all don't want to try to help us at all. Then also, you ask a bitch to buy some food stamps. The bitch gonna tell you $150 for 200. Bitch, I'm gonna buy it on my own card, ho. The hell what I'm gonna do with that?
Food stamp day. It's always crazy in my house. Come on. Bailey abandoned the buggy because she wants sushi. When the kids start eating sushi, I pick up these two. Like, why am I still picking up stuff? Too much. Say bye.
So y'all eating me up in the comments, but help me out with this. I got 2 packets of oatmeal, and I was only able to come up with this. How do I feed 6 kids with this? Because I'm just a girl. Like, I'm just a girl. So help me out with that. What am I supposed to do with that? Like help me, help you, help me. Like, and yes, this is y'all fault. And y'all responsible. Period. Y'all gonna forever take care of me and my kids. So yeah, help me out. Leave a like, comment, share, and let me know. How am I supposed to split that? And somebody said Miss Mills. I need to miss meals. Yeah.
Video goes out to all them dumb ass bitches that wrote on my damn Facebook post about my food stamps being stole. What rock are you living up under? Okay? It's cheaper to look beautiful than it is to eat. Okay? Get your fucking head out of the fucking clouds. Report back to earth. Because I see you're lacking something. That's why these don't want you. Because y'all sick. Always jealous of somebody's downcoming. But you never looked at the part that it was wrong that they stole from me. You never looked at that. All you can worry about is my eyelashes. Go get you some. They're $7 and they mink on Amazon. Have a good day.
You can call me crazy all you want, but I'm going to be the one that says this for everyone, because there's people out here that feel the same way. They're just not saying anything about it. I literally don't feel like it's fair that I can't use my food stamp card at Starbucks to get a caramel macchiato. I literally need one every single day to function, and I can't get one because Starbucks doesn't accept EBT. And the only way that I can pay for anything is with my food stamp card because I don't work. So having to rely on the government should come with benefits. I'm already struggling as it is. I deserve the convenience of not having to go home and make my coffee. I should be able to pick it up from Starbucks or even McDonald's. I mean, as long as it's an iced coffee and I don't have to make it, that gives me full satisfaction. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that also agree with me. It's not that hard to comprehend. I literally need a caramel macchiato to function every day. So why can't I get it with my food stamp card?
Insane food stamp scam that I have to tell somebody about. Nobody in my real life is going to care, so where else am I going to go but TikTok? And before I tell you the story, I need to preface it by saying, obviously, not everybody on food stamps does this. That's a given. If your aunt who's on food stamps doesn't do this, you don't need to come to the comments and say this isn't everybody. That's a given statement. However, this is factually something that's happening, at least here in my state, and I feel like other people need to know about it, and I need to know if it's happening in your state too. So some people that are on food stamps will go down to their like corner store grocer. So like, think like small market, right? Like chips, sodas, that kind of stuff. They get an array of different groceries, some paper towels, usually like just dry products that aren't perishable, non-perishables, okay? I saw this firsthand. They bring it up to the register, and the clerk will ring them up for whatever it rings up to be, and they charge their EBT card for it. Then they will give the person that has the food stamp card, the EBT card, half of whatever it rung up to be. So if it's going to ring up to $60, they're going to give them $30. They hand them $30 in cash. Person with the food stamps leaves with the cash, and the clerk puts back the items back on the shelf. Genius on the clerk's end, if you think about it, because they're not losing anything. They're getting paid for nothing. My mind is blown right now. I saw this firsthand, and then I confirmed that this is like a normal practice. This happens all the time. Have you ever heard of this? Does this happen where you live? Have you ever heard of it? If you're in Delaware, have you ever heard of this? Have you ever seen this if you're in Delaware? I have heard of people selling their food stamps before. This is such an elaborate scheme. This is such an elaborate scam. My mind is blown. Please confirm to me if you've heard this or not.
That's all I have for you today. You know, it's really sad that this lady is disabled. She lost her parents, and she only gets $15 a month in food stamps. And then you see this young girl with a bunch of kids. She spent like $545 on food stamps with 2 carts filled with nothing but junk. And her balance left on her receipt, on her food card, is $1,331. And then this disabled woman can't get barely any. Like, it really is frustrating. The last one in this video, she really said it, that it's a no-brainer that not everybody on food stamps shop like this, act like this, scam. That's just a given. And I say that sometimes in my videos, that I recognize that not everybody on food stamps. And when I say things, I'm not saying everybody on food stamps, just at the few that we see in these videos is who I'm really talking about. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Have a good day.